NRA! Why?
Your Excellency, after the forces, you and the people also coming in. Your Excellency, we have the veteran of World War II following government authority. Your Excellency, the Ministry of Internal Affairs, the Directorate of Immigration and Systems Control. Now these are the people who are making our passports process easier. Now we apply online.
We have the patriots. These ones are holding the problem of ideological confusion. The Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs, we are happy for the work we are doing in training our nation. And Wazalendo Circle belongs to UPDF, Your Excellency, and I think it is the largest circle in the country. Your Excellency, then we have Winterland Primary School from Kamocha, Kampala. Your Excellency, these patriotism clubs in the schools are the ones who are restoring ideology so that we know where we are coming from and where we are going. Your Excellency, this is IBANDA Town Council Primary School. These are UPE children. St. George's Primary School. This is their primary school, Your Excellency. These are our hosts. Your Excellency, this is Bubari Primary School. Congratulating you on this occasion. The IBANDA Kibubura Integrated Primary School. Congratulating you, Your Excellency. And we have got many patriotism clubs. The first for now is Kitagwenda District. These are the ones bringing us back to our ideological orientation as NRM. All these are patriots, Your Excellency. This is Oxford Secondary School, then Mwamba Secondary School, Kibubura Girls Secondary School, St. Lawrence Secondary School, all of them congratulating you. Your Excellency, you are the patron of patriotism in Uganda. St. Teresa Secondary School, all these are patriots. Kijera Secondary School, Ishongororo High School, Kagongo Secondary School. Your Excellency, we are in Kagongo Division of IBANDA Municipality. Your Excellency, this is IBANDA University. Your Excellency, we are so proud of having a university in IBANDA. Akakura. Yakasukura Memorial Secondary School. Your Excellency, we thank you for all the ideas that you are giving us, the guidance that you are giving us as a country, so that we can live better. Followed by IBANDA Secondary School. IBANDA Secondary School, well done. Standard High School, Igorora. Recover Secondary School, Patriotism Club. Your Excellency, the Patriots are followed by Uganda Matters, IBANDA, Kagongo Hospital. They congratulate you, Your Excellency, and all the Ugandans. Alliance Vocational School, IBANDA. Your Excellency, if we have to be skilled and employable, vocational schools are the way to go. Your Excellency, this is Bishop Stewart University in Mbarara. Glad when we see university students marching. Makerere University, National Union of Educational Institutions of Uganda. We are proud of you. This is Makerere University Business School, student community. Makerere University Business School produced the best students of Makerere University Division. Chamogo University staff. These are not students but staff, Your Excellency. Chamogo. Now the students, you are welcome. This Directorate of Government Laboratory. You are welcome. Uganda Railways Corporation, they say, be sure, go rail. Soon we shall have our standard gauge rail. Ministry of Local Government. Your Excellency, we are seeing new things. People never used to march. That staff of this government never used to march. Civil Aviation Authority. Thank you for the work you are doing at the airport. Your Excellency, these are followed by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is doing well. We are getting partnerships through them. NRA, National Identification and Registration Authority. Uganda now has identity card, Your Excellency. That is also another fundamental change. The Ministry of Internal Affairs Amnesty Commission. This is a new thing in Uganda. It's been under your leadership. National Water and Soil Corporation. Your Excellency, we have gone a long way in getting clean water under your leadership. The Ministry of Security, the Office of the President, Your Excellency, all these programs would not be possible without security. Microfinance Support Center. These are the ones who are helping us in circles. Your Excellency, these are followed by Uganda National Oil Company. Your Excellency, people have been saying all sorts of things about us, but we are soon getting our oil. This is evidence. IBANDA Municipal Council LC1 Chairperson's Association. Your Excellency, this is Petroleum Authority of Uganda. We are getting there. Your Excellency, I've always told us to be careful because we must be prosperous because of the oil which is coming. KCCA, all the way from Kampala, thank you for taking care of our capital city. IBANDA. Kagongo, you're welcome. Ishongoro, Border Owners and Riders Association. You're welcome from Ishongoro. The Ministry of Works and Transport. When we talk about this, I think of the Bombardier planes that we have. Wow. The Ministry of Works and Transport, circle. Your Excellency, the Ministry has a circle. This one says, Team Sarah, YKM 2021. Uganda Bureau of Standards, making sure that Uganda gets the right items. Uganda subsistence farmers.
The Uganda Bureau of Statistics. Wow. We are proud of you because we get all information. The Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, something new under NRM. Great roles. UNRA, well done. We have got very good roles today. Bulako National Hospital. Yes, we like the way the hospital has been rehabilitated, renovated. Yes, now it is a national referral hospital. Atomic Energy Council to make sure that URA, our money makers, we look to you to make sure that our budget is good. People with disabilities. Disability is not inability, and NRM includes all of us in the development program. Even that Kibuguro Integrated Vocational School, vocational training, yes. Uganda Registration Services Bureau. You want to register your business, your company, your marriage, there you go. Uganda National Bureau of Standards. Once more, thank you for maintaining good standards. Your Excellency, this is Nabugabo, Uphill Joint Venture. They are responsible for cleaning and maintaining cleanliness in the city of Kampala. Kirutu National Referral Hospital, Your Excellency, these are the hospitals which were built in order to decongest Mulago, and they are doing well. Your Excellency, these are followed by Uganda National Student Association.
Students, we love you. Keep good. You are still young and energetic. Support NRM. IBANDA Banana Producers Cooperative Society. Thank you for celebrating with His Excellency. The Ministry of Public Service. Ministry of Public Service Ministry of Water and Environment, Southwestern Regional Office, thank you for celebrating with us. Kabongo. Where? Here. Your Excellency, all of us are here to celebrate. We have the Ministry of Health, Your Excellency. The Ministry of Health is doing a great deal because now even our life expectancy has been increased from 42 years when you had just taken over. Now we can go up to 62, the women. The men can go to a lower one. Even the Reserve Force Association, Your Excellency, it is important to have a Reserve Force. They're united for prosperity. Women mobilizers, those in yellow, Your Excellency, are serious. Women are always serious about mobilization. Kawempe National Referral Hospital, Your Excellency, they are followed by National Housing. Then there is Uganda Ghetto Labor Credit and Savings Society. Your Excellency, these are the people who are looking for votes for you seriously. Kamuli, NRM, Yellow Power. Yes, these are the speakers, people. Yes, Right Honorable Speaker, thank you for mobilizing. Kamuli. Uganda Cancer Institute. Yes, so many people are suffering from cancer, but at least there is that institute. Katoma Catholic women, yes. You are welcome and you are smart. Iwaniro Parish Youth Movement Group. Your Excellency, when you look at all these people who have marched past today, it's just a drop in the ocean, because many more would have loved to march past. Your Excellency, but because of time, only those groups were able to march. When we look at the journey, these 34 years of NRM, a lot has been done. Your Excellency, when Jesus Christ died and rose from the dead, there were disciples who became witnesses of what he had done. Simon Peter, who was their leader, stood up and said, we must speak about what we have seen. We must speak about what we have seen. We are witnesses of these things. Your Excellency, from 1986, a lot has been done, and many of us are witnesses of these things. A lot has been done in security. A lot has been done in education. A lot has been done in infrastructure. A lot has been done in all areas of life. In democracy, Your Excellency, we were talking about how you have been a unified factor in our country. For example, when you are appointing people to the cabinet, you don't mind, even if they are from the opposition, what we call the opposition. But for you, they are all Ugandans. And Your Excellency, you have shown us that you are very strong from the trek that you completed from Kilembo. Your Excellency, we had a lot of lessons to learn. I'm very sure that was the NRA revolutionary zeal that was rekindled as you are walking that area. Your Excellency, this one reminds me of what Joshua said, of what Caleb said in Joshua chapter 14 from verse 6 to 15. He said, when Moses told me to take over the hill of Hebron, I was 40, but now I am 85, but I am still as strong as I was at the age of 40. He was 85, but he was still strong. Therefore, he was still able to take the mountain. He was still able to defeat those giants who are in the area he was supposed to take. Therefore, Your Excellency, we would like to encourage you that you will still take the mountain. Your Excellency, 2021, just go ahead and take the mountain. You are still as strong as you were when you were 40. Therefore, what are these people talking about when they say that you have gone well? You are strong. Your Excellency, you are still strong. And we thank you, Your Excellency, for the way you are encouraging the Bazukuru, giving them skills so that they can also be prosperous. We thank you, Your Excellency, for the way you have guided this nation in all aspects and spheres of life. If only we could learn from you in whatever you do, like when you went and walked, if only all of us could go back to our areas and walk, I think the Ugandans would appreciate us even much better. Therefore, Your Excellency, we wish you a happy new year. We wish you a happy decade, Your Excellency. This is the beginning of a decade. Therefore, we wish you a happy decade, and we wish you success in everything that you are going to undertake, especially as this year progresses. We are proud of what you are doing. And for us, we are witnesses, and we shall continue being witnesses of what you have achieved and what NRM has achieved for us in Uganda. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Marcha! Terembusha! Stop! Badilisha! Stop! Waridi tutatoa sawa kwa mara kwa Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Uganda, kwa wananchi wa Uganda na kwa jeshi na ulinzi wa wananchi wa Uganda. Viva! Viva! Rais wa Uganda! Viva! 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 Wananchi wa Uganda! Viva! 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 Jeshi na ulinzi wa wananchi wa Uganda! Viva! Of that strength, welcome!
That marks the end of the march past. Thank you very much, Parade Commander Kami Jogosi, and all the parade participants. May I now invite the Master of Ceremonies of the day, the Honorable Minister for the President, to take charge and lead us through the remaining part of the program. Honorable Minister, you are most welcome.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, His Excellency, Dr. Jakaya Kikwete, the former President of the United Republic of Tanzania and the former Chairman, CCM, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, His Lordship, the Chief Justice, Bart Katurebe, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Jacobo Olanya, Their Highness, the traditional leaders and their representatives, the Right Honorable Second Deputy Prime Minister of Uganda, Alhaji KK, the Right Honorable Secretary General of the Mighty Party, Justin Lumumba, the Honorable Ministers present, the Honorable Members of Parliament present, the heads of foreign missions, the head of public service and secretary to cabinet, the heads of security agencies, religious leaders, leaders at all levels, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this honor to welcome you to the 34th Liberation Day celebrations here at IBANDA. Your Excellency, President Museveni, and your fellow compatriots, we thank you for the sacrifices that you made to liberate this country. If you had the hands, you would clap. I took a little sample when Your Excellency led the Africa Kwetu trek from Galamba to Birembo, but it wasn't easy, given the fact that we were having comfort stopovers. What about that time when the comfort and the smooth roads were still paths? Your Excellency, there are many invited guests, but allow me to introduce a few for your recognition. Your Excellency, I will not introduce your special guest. You will be the one to introduce him. But I want to introduce to you the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Litwala Kadaga. She's here with us. Your Excellency, we also have His Lordship, the Chief Justice, Bart Katurebe. He's here with us. Your Excellency, we have the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honourable Jacob Olanya. He's here with us. Your Excellency, we also have the Right Honourable Second Deputy Prime Minister Alhaji Kirunda Kiveidinda is here with us. Your Excellency, we have the Secretary General of the Mighty Party, the Right Honourable Kasule Lumumba. She's also here with us. Your Excellency, we have the members of the Central Executive Committee, some of whom I've introduced, but I want also to introduce those I've not introduced. We have Honorable Lydia Wanyoto. Please stand up for its recognition. We have Honorable James Treweyo. He's here with us. Your Excellency, in a special way, I want to recognize the presence of the area members of Parliament, led by Honorable Engineer Byabagambi, the Minister for Karamoja Affairs. We have Honorable Kalisa Jovrin, the Woman Member of Parliament, IBANDA. We have Honorable Major Guma Gumisiriza. And we have Honorable Ravrindore Tassis. In a special way, I want to thank them for joining the knock and talk in massively mobilizing and contributing genuinely to this function. I want to thank you for having big hearts in small bodies. Your Excellency, amongst us here we have the Honourable Ministers. I would request that the Honourable Ministers please step forward for its recognition. To start with, we have Honourable Byabagambi, the Minister in charge of Karamoja. We have Honorable Majezura Fair, the Minister for Local Government. We have Honorable Mary Goreti Kitutu, the Minister for Energy and Mineral Development. We have Honorable Betty Kamya, the Minister for Lands and Urban Development. We have General Eri Tumwine, the Minister for Security. We have Honorable Matia Kasaija, the Minister for Finance, Planning and Economic Development. We have Venerable Erioda Tumwesije, the Minister for Science and Innovation. We have Venerable Chibazanga Christopher, the Minister of State for Agriculture. We have Venerable Helen Adoa, the Minister of State for Fisheries. We have Venerable Beatrice Anywa, commonly known as Mama Mabira, the Minister of State for Environment. We have Honorable Karubanga David, the Minister of State for Public Service. We have Honorable Kui Chin Freedom, the Minister of State in charge of Northern Uganda. We have Honorable Akrol Agnes, the Minister of State for Teso Affairs. We have Honorable Rokeris Peter, the Minister of State for Works. We have Honorable Peter Ogwang, the Minister of State for ICT and National Guidance. We have Honorable Hamson Obua, Sports. We have Honorable Peace Mutuzo, the Minister of State for Gender and Women Affairs. We have Honorable Chiwanda Godfrey Suvi, the Minister of State for Tourism. We have Honorable Moleka Mukama, the Minister of State for Economic Monitoring. We have Honorable Anite Evelyn, the Minister of State for Finance Privatization. We have Honorable Namganza Passis, the Minister of State for Lands. We have Honorable Namyangu Jennifer, the Minister of State for Local Government. We have Honorable Nachuala Chiinji, the Minister of State for Youth and Children Affairs. We have Honorable Bright Ramirama, the Minister of State for Animal Husbandry. We have Honorable Nabanja Robina, the Minister of State for Health, General Duties. Your Excellency, amongst us here, we have the members of Parliament. And I request that you also stand up for its recognition. We have Honorable Nsaija Dorothy Kamwenge, Honorable Olivia Kayechenga Buwejo. We have Honorable Guma Gumisiriza, Ibanda North. We have Honorable Timuzi Gumaiko, Kajara. We have Engineer Cuthbert Abigaba, Chibale County. We have Major Evelyn Asimwe, UPDF. We have Lieutenant Colonel Pekos Kutesa, UPDF. We have General Ivan Koreta, UPDF. We have Honorable Tumuramie Genesio, Kashonji County. We have Honorable Godoni Bafashi, Kazo County. Your Excellency, amongst us, we also have Kano Mweshije Nyabshozi. Your Excellency, as I continue with introduction of the VIPs, I want to recognize the presence of the ambassadors, their representatives, and the heads of diplomatic corps. Your Excellency, amongst us here, we have your daughter, the Ugandan ambassador to Canada, Joy Ruth Acheng. She's here with us. We have the High Commissioner of Rwanda, Franca Mogambaje, and is the Dean of the Diplomats. We have the Tanzanian High Commissioner, Dr. Azizi Mlima. We have Ambassador Salam representing Egypt. We have Ambassador Bukari Afandi, Sudan. We have Dr. Ngos Mankenda, Angola. We have Jean Pere Masala, Democratic Republic of Congo. Your Excellency, amongst us we have the UN Resident Coordinator, my sister Rosa Malango. She's here with us. We have Colonel James Burabyo, DA Rwanda High Commission. We have Colonel Kata, DA Ethiopian Embassy. Your Excellency, we also have the Head of Public Service in the Secretariat to Cabinet, Mr. John Mitala, together with the permanent secretaries. Please, permanent secretaries, you're requested to all stand and wave to HA. Your Excellency, we have the Chief of Defense Forces, General David Mohoz, is here with us. We also have the Deputy IGP, Sabiti Muzei, is here with us. We have the Commissioner General of Prisons, Dr. Biabasheja, is here with us. Your Excellency, we have the representatives of Their Highness, the traditional leaders. They are here with us. I request that you stand up for HE's recognition. Your Excellency, we also have religious leaders. I request that you all stand for HE's recognition. Your Excellency, we also have presidential advisors. Please, wherever you are, you stand up for HE's recognition. Presidential advisors. We also have district resident commissioners, RDCs. Please stand up for HE's recognition. Your Excellency, amongst us we have the LC5 chairpersons. Please stand up for HE's recognition. Your Excellency, we also have the district NRM chairpersons. Wherever you are, stand up for HE's recognition. Your Excellency, in a special way, I want to introduce the special guests. And amongst the special guests, we have the President of the Interparliamentary Union, Honorable Gabriel Baron from Mexico. She's here with us. Your Excellency, we also have the delegation from the United Republic of Tanzania who have accompanied His Excellency Jakaya Kikwete. I request that they stand up for HE's recognition. Delegation from Tanzania. Your Excellency, amongst us, we also have the heads of the higher institutions. Heads of higher institutions, please stand up for HE's recognition. Your Excellency, we have the men and women in uniform. The men and women in uniform, please, wherever you are, stand up and salute to the Fountain of Honor. Your Excellency, we have very many guests, and amongst the very many guests, we have the guests from Busoga, from Luuka. They are all here with us. Abaluuka muliyo? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the liberation of Uganda has culminated into 34 years of an unstoppable socio-economic political transformation whose fruits are visible in all corners of the country and beyond. That is why this country's theme for the year is celebrating the national resistance movement /Army's patriotic struggle that ushered in national unity and socio-economic transformation. The Liberation War was executed by ordinary citizens who exhibited extraordinary heroism, sacrifice, and skills, bearing in mind that it was not their fight, but a fight for the masses, a fight for the people of Uganda, and a fight for this country. That is the reason it is called the National Resistance Movement. And that is why it has been able to stand the test of time. Hence, the National Resistance Army, and it is a pro-people's army which has been transformed into Uganda People's Defense Force. Your Excellency, I want to thank you for successfully chairing the Central Executive Committee on the 23rd of January 2020, and later the second meeting of the Third National Executive Council held on the 24th of January 2020, and finally the National Conference that was held on the 25th of January 2020 that saw the amendment of the Articles 39 subsection 10E and 44 subsection 3 of the NRM Constitution, calling for elections to be conducted by way of lining up behind the candidates nominated for the office or their representatives' portraits and symbols. I want to thank you for ably chairing those meetings. Your Excellency, with those few remarks, I now take the honor to invite you to address the nation. I want to thank you.
His Excellency Jakaya Kikwete, the former President of Tanzania, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Kadaga, His Lordship the Chief Justice, Bart Katurebe, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, Jacob Olanya, the Deputy Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Kasel Mumba, Secretary General of the NRM, and all the other leaders, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the religious leaders, the cultural leaders, and all of you, other leaders, and the wananchi of IBANDA. Before I make my remarks, I want to invite His Excellency Jakaya Kikwete to greet you and say a few words to you.
Your Excellency, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, national leaders, and my fellow East African citizens based in Uganda. Well, it took me by surprise. I never expected that I'm going to say it. But the President, let me begin by thanking you so much for the invitation. Invitation to participate on this very auspicious day, the day you commemorate the magnanimous victory the NRA has made a victory that has taken Uganda to a very different path from the one that people used to know. Uganda is at peace with itself. Uganda is unified, and Uganda is making steady progress. But Uganda has been an important player in the East African region, in the African continent, and beyond. All that I can say is to congratulate you, President Museveni, for your sterling leadership, wise leadership, which has borne the fruits that we all are talking about and taking pride. I've known President Museveni when I was still in school. He was very militant. At the University of Dar es Salaam, leading the Dar es Salaam University Students Revolutionary Front, USARAF. I was in high school then, but I also was very militant by my own standards. So we've always looked at you as a mentor for those of us who are young, growing up, and having the passion to contribute towards the African Revolution. When you left the university in 1970-71, I joined the University of Dar es Salaam in 1972, and there were good stories about what you have been doing. President, all I can say is thank you for being a mentor to some of us as we are growing up. And we've continued to be a mentor to many leaders on the African continent. Please continue to do the good work for the people of Uganda, for the people of East Africa, and for the people of Africa and beyond. Fellow citizens of East Africa, in particular the people of Uganda, congratulations on this very auspicious day of celebrating the 34th anniversary of the liberation of Uganda. Thank you. God bless you.
Bakangira ng'Abanyarwanda ng'orujungu rukibakwata kubi gonga munchirize manze ngambe orujungu abukaye n'abarga Kampala rero banyuma nijagamba muri Nyankore. I was teasing the people of IBANDA that I understand that in spite of the universal primary education and secondary education, that many of them do not yet speak English. That's why they were laughing. So I told them I would say some words in English for the benefit of those who don't know this language here, and then I would summarize in the local language. Yesterday at Nambore, I gave a long speech which really summarizes our analysis of the world and of the African situation, where Uganda also falls. And in that speech, I pointed out that Africa is the origin of man. All human beings started from Africa. And Africa has made big contribution throughout human history. The human beings have been here on earth for 4.5 million years. And in most of those years, Africa was making a big contribution. I pointed out the invention of fire, the invention of agriculture, of crops, the invention of the domestication of livestock, the invention of iron. All these were independently achieved in Africa. It seems the problem of Africa started about 600 years ago, when the first German man called Gutenberg invented the printing press. And later on, other Europeans invented the steam engine and other machines, which means that one part of the globe, because previously all the other inventions were always done by human muscle in some cases, animal muscle. If a blacksmith was making a hoe, he would use a hammer, but the hammer would be wielded by the human muscle. The same with the hoe, the same with the axe. It was always human muscle, or in some cases, animal power. Like if you read in the Bible, you find that the Egyptians were using chariots pulled by horses for transport. But as I said, in 1440, that German man invented the printing press, and later on the steam engine by some other people, Thomas Savery, in 16-something. And then later on, Stephenson applied the steam power to the pulling of the train, the locomotives. So it seems that's where Africa missed the historical bus, shifting from human muscle and animal muscle to machine power. And in that speech of yesterday, I gave many details, not all, but many details. And now when you use machines, you produce, if you are using a hammer to make holes, maybe you make one hole per day, which means in a year you will make 365 holes. But if you are using a machine to make holes, you will make a big number, even in one day. Now, once you produce on a large scale, then the next question is, who will buy what you produce? I gave a long illustration of that yesterday. So therefore, the NRM, since the 1960s actually, we have been telling Ugandans that we need to make a number of jumps, what the Mswahili would call hatua. Step number one is to go from negative tradition to modernity in agriculture. Because you find that many of the Ugandans, and I believe many other Africans, are in agriculture. But many of them are in agriculture that our Bagwere people from eastern Uganda, they call okukolera ekida kyonka. That's how they describe it in eastern Uganda. Okukolera ekida kyonka. kilimo cha tumbo peke yake. Mtu analima, anashughulika, lakini anashughulikia tumbo yake peke yake, hashughulikie vitu vya kuuza sokoni kumletea pesa. So that is step number 1 in agriculture. That culture of producing only for the stomach. Even the people who are marching here, I heard one of the group that was saying that they were subsistence farmers. They passed here. So for us, we are subsistence farmers. They were very proud they were passing here. That for them, they are only working for the stomach. Now, if you work only for the stomach, yes, you get food. But your needs are not only food needs. When you are coming here, I congratulate all of you. You have now built better houses, because I no longer see grass-thatched houses. You are all in mabati houses, cement, bricks, and so on. But that needs money. You need money to build a better house. You need money to have adequate clothes, textiles for your family. Because you have many children. If you have got 10 children, that means you should have at least 44 bed sheets in your house. Why? Because each child needs 2 pairs of sheets, bed sheets, so that when he washes one pair, the other pair is ready to be used. So times 10, that is 44, that is 40. Then the parents, they need their own 2 pairs. That's why I say 44. But if you are to go to the villages and carry out a research, how many bed sheets per family, you will find that the number is very small. That's why you find that at night children fighting for one blanket. Nankaya nyakumwenda mama, nankaya nyakaurangiti. Wanagombania blanket usiku kwa sababu watoto 4 wako kwenye blanket moja. Sometimes even without bed sheets. So in order to have an adequate lifestyle, you need money to build a better house, to clothe your family better, to get some good means of transport, maybe a pikipiki, to pay for electricity, because whenever we go to an area, they say, you bring electricity. Yes. The government will bring the electricity, but you will not get free electricity. You have to pay for it. Now, if you don't have money, how would you pay for the electricity? How would you pay for the water from the national water? And also to buy other foods which you may not grow yourself. So that's why we say step number one must be to eliminate the culture of okukolera ekida kyonka. Teach mecham keken in Acholi. All the homesteads in the rural areas must produce for food, but also for money. And there, we have been advising you that when you produce for money, you do so with echebaro, a sabu. You must choose the enterprise that will give you the highest returns per acre, per annum. I don't know whether Yamagambi would want to give a report what's happening in IBANDA now. If you can go there and tell us what's happening. How many Banyibanda are still working for Echida Kyonka?
Your Excellency, Itabanya IBANDA.
Speak in English so that
the 40% are still in subsistence farming. 60% they have got income from different activities, coffee, bananas, etc.
Okay, we clap for the IBANDA people, because the national has been 32%. Namakago, those are homesteads.
These are homesteads, sir.
Okay. Now, thank you. When the census was done, in 91, in 2001, in 2014, 68% of the homesteads in Uganda were working for Echida Kyonka, working only for the stomach. The ones who were working for money were only 32% of the homesteads. Now you hear, of course we have been campaigning against this. Now you hear the Honorable Yavagambi is now saying that in the case of IBANDA, 60% of the homesteads are now working for food, but also money. The ones who are still in Echida Kyonka are 40% of the homesteads. So that's why I said we should clap for the IBANDA people. However, even the 40% is too much, because you can see how fertile this land is. The climate, even during the day, I was putting on a jacket because it is cool, very good climate. But to find that 40% of the people are still only working for the stomach only, that is underutilizing our potential. So therefore, the first point in agriculture, everybody must go to food security, but also income generation through agriculture. That is step one. And when you do that, even the little we have done, you have seen that we have got a lot of coffee. Coffee have now gone to 5 million bags. We used to produce 2 million bags, we are now at 5 million bags. Maize, we are at 5 million tons. 86, the production was 200,000 tons, it's now 5 million tons. Milk, we are 2.5 billion liters. 86, we are 200 million liters. So the production now goes up. And that creates the issue of the market. But that one I will comment on later. So step number one, all of us in agriculture must go from working for the stomach only to working for the stomach and the pocket and the money. All homestead with land for agriculture. And then the ones in the town can do other things. So that is step one. Step two, the whole country must not depend only on agriculture. That's why we need the other three sectors. Industry, meaning factories, services, hotels, transport, tourism, professional services like doctors and lawyers and accountants. All that is in the category of services. And then the ICT sectors, the ones using the computers, which is a new sector. Now, yesterday, when I was reporting, I was able to point out that we have moved, because according to the figures, which are a bit old, 700,000 Ugandans are now working in the 4,920 factories. When we started with Mzee Mulwana, there were only 80 factories in Uganda. There are now 4,920, and they are employing 700,000 workers. Then there are 8,400 companies that are in the services sector, and those are employing 1.3 million people. And then there are something like 4,000 companies in ICT employing about 15,000 people. The three of those together employ more than 2 million people. This is very, very, very important. So for the first time, your country, Uganda, has got 2 million people being employed by non-agricultural activities. This is the beginning of transformation. To create 2 million non-agriculture jobs. Of course, 2 million is not enough. We need more than that. But it is a very important beginning. We need to attract more factories, more service companies. And they are flocking in, because now we have put in place the basics. The roads you can see, you who came from Kampala, you drove on good tarmac roads all the way from Kampala to here. In 1986, the tarmac road was stopping about, I think, Riantonde. That would be like 100 miles away. How far is it? Huh? So like 100 miles? Huh? Me, I'm a miles man. If you say kilometers, I will not understand what you are saying. Huh? 65 miles. That's why the tarmac was stopping. But now, there is tarmac all the way from Kampala up to here, and from here all the way to Fort Portal, and from here all the way to Mbarara. The only remaining road is this one of Kabujogera. Have they worked on it? It is in the plan. We are going to work on it. Kabujogera to Kamwenje. So the roads have been worked on now. Electricity, you have now got surplus electricity, and we shall never allow a deficit of electricity again. Therefore, in terms of attracting more factories, we have got only one problem: the corruption of public servants who want bribes. When somebody wants to come and bring a factory here, they ask for a bribe first before they process the papers. We are going to finish those people. These are the only remaining enemy, the corrupt public servants who delay decision making. But they are very easy to deal with. And I have agreed with some of the ambassadors that these people who come from outside, if somebody asks for a bribe, the investor should whisper to the ambassador of his country. Then we shall lay a trap to catch that thief and send him to Ruzira. So the thieves, either you change or you will end up in Ruzira. So therefore, then that leaves the issue of the market. The marketing, because now we have got surplus sugar, we have got surplus milk, surplus maize, surplus bananas, industrial products, cement, steel products, all those. We shall handle it in 3 ways. Number one is to work with our brothers in Africa on the integration of the African market. We have already started with the Abuja Treaty of '91, with the CFTA recently in 2017, and we shall continue deepening that process. Because here in Uganda we have too much food, and in other countries you find they have got a shortage of food. Why should that be? We are going to deal with the intervening obstacles that stop us from supplying the areas that need food, and we buy also what we need from them. So that is one. Market integration in Africa, to deal with the issue of the people producing more now that we have woken up. But secondly, you are also under-consuming, because now you say there is a lot of milk. But this is not exactly so, because in 1986, the consumption of milk was 18 liters per capita, per person, per year. The consumption now is 60 liters per person per annum. And that's why out of the 2.5 billion liters, Ugandans, you are consuming only 800 million liters, which leaves a surplus of 1.7 billion liters. But somebody with the calculator can calculate it. If you are drinking only 60 liters per person per annum, but WHO recommends that in order to support your bones, in order to keep teeth in your mouth, you need to drink 210 liters per person per annum. Somebody with the calculator calculates that. 210 liters times 42 million people. How many liters is that? I am sure it is much more than what you are saying is too much milk. So there is that issue of the internal consumption. Some of the people are not drinking the milk because they don't have the money to buy it. And that's why we say, and they don't have the money to do it because they are only working for Echida Kionka, only for the stomach. If they were working for stomach and money, they would have money to buy what they don't produce. Or you want me to be the one to do the calculation? 210 times 42 million. I think that is, it does not fit on this calculator. It's a big figure. But it looks to me like if each Ugandan was drinking the milk that is recommended by the medical people, Uganda would be consuming, I think it is 8.8 billion liters. 8.8 billion, it doesn't fit well, but I think it is 8.8 billion. So this one of saying, so the 2.5 billion is nothing. It looks a lot because people are not drinking the milk. Even the internal market is enough. So that is the second issue. Number one, more African integration. But number two, more internal consumption. To consume what is required for health, for milk, for grains, for other proteins, for textiles. We should stop living a half-life because this life of inadequacy affects us in the end. I was looking at the figures. In 1960-61, the life, I said yesterday in my report, life expectancy in 1960 was 40.8 years in Uganda. When we came in 86, life expectancy was 43 years. It's now 63 years. It has gone up a bit. But Japanese die at 79. And we, the Africans, who die quickly, whenever I go for the burial, you find the priest saying, oh, God has called him, God has called. But why does God call only Africans? Why doesn't he call Japanese? This is not God calling you, it is Satan sending you away. So, in order to improve the life expectancy of our people, they should get adequate supply of what the body needs. And that also will increase the internal demand. But thirdly, like for instance, the issue of maize. You are now crying, there's too much maize, 5 million tons. Uganda is consuming only 1 million tons. But I went to Iran, I went to Egypt. They need a lot of maize. But the maize must be of the good quality in terms of health. The problem is that you Ugandans, you have not learned how to handle. The maize is good in the garden, but the problem is the post-harvest handling. You harvest maize, you put it on the soil. In the soil, it picks up fungus, and that fungus spoils the quality. Because the fungus on maize is actually poison. It has got a very bad poison called aflatoxin. So the third issue of marketing is to make sure the quality is good, especially post-harvest handling. In the three ways we shall deal with the issue of the market. Ekiraba ningamba nabaningira nti nyuma abazyo obutube tulunambole ngambira okumara omwanya murengwa n'ekihandiko ekimbi ninshoma nibaija kukishoza nibaija kukikoramu akatabo konka ekikuru kuri okugezaho kusiimura abarikwiragura boona tuba Uganda bonka abo kugwejegera okutuba tugwejegire okumara emyaka hii 600. Ekyokubanza tukaremera omu buhingi n'oburiisa bwonka, endiijo emyoga tukata kugifaho, konka n'omu buhingi n'oburiisa nabwo tuze omu buhingi n'oburiisa obw'okukorera enda yonka. Ekyo twosire ntukibagambira nyabaramwe mukorere enda konka mukorere n'enshaho na sente. Ato ono byabagambi yanajya ngo abebanda ngo basimbukiremu ngo hataba amakama ko mukaga aharigana nigamanya okukorera ebyokurya hamwe n'okukorera enshaho entaasi. Mwebare munonga abebanda okusimuka, mwebare okuruga omuturo. Kuba kandi gari amakama 80 ahariga nawe uguhawe ikintu gatukongora olio byo bagamba gari amakama 80 ikigale meseneki ijuto yumukure kwa ujuto hotel zena bono lubasigaga nsoha ukwangira omukutagira ntashi ninga abandi ba MP z'ababanda parahine guma arahe na Kalisa muje mutugambere iroko abo 80 harigana abaremere okuzire sente omuziro gwanje nisenta tumutandetere sente.
Your Excellency, ekyokubanza kya byona kuruga 2014 nibwe tutungira amaizi mengi. The government has extended power, electricity to us. Before that, twine amashanyarazi kandi itaka ryaitu twine itaka rike. Abengi, the biggest constraint is land. The land per capita in Ibanda is about 1.5 acres of land. So that's the problem.
That's not small. That's not small.
Yet it is. That's why you see us in coffee, because in the coffee you can get money, but also you can keep a cow. But at the same time, Your Excellency, no manyechizo which are extension workers and really operation wealth creation by that time and I'm sure, Your Excellency, we are moving on the right track. That 40% will also come into income generating.
Okay. Kali abani mugamba ki?
Your Excellency, yoni tinkuicherzana na fugia my senior colleague Ibanda yoni njibara 80% abaryomu both income and food kandi
babagambi yabasera
yatusera kanyo constituency yanje Ibanda municipality omyaka ebiri inza kuba nyine 10
Very good. Kale. Now Rabundori is saying that the Minister Wagambi underestimated the people who are in commercial agriculture, that they are actually 80%, and that in 2 years it will be 100% commercial agriculture.
Your Excellency, I represent Ibanda North constituency. Geographically speaking, Ibanda North has a different weather compared to this region. It's like a cattle corridor of Buremba and a number of parts of Mijina, Nkungu, and Kazo. The inhabitants are agricultural bend. Eitaka ryayo nirahuka kwa murwezo. It loses productivity easily. And as a result, the number of people who are working for subsistence, and that's only eating, is higher in Ibanda North than Ibanda South. Even when it starts raining, rain starts here. So geographically, for us, we are more disadvantaged than Ibanda South this way. Owito goro nobgamani, owito kogoro buchidobgamani.
Ati abantu bawe abakorenda yo nubanga amaka.
Your Excellency, it's around 75%.
Abakorenda
enda okuriya konka
now
abesente bache muno.
Guma says that 75% of his area are all working only for the stomach, that the ones working for money are only 25%. the kale njagamba nja kumweta ntubigamba Karisa nogamba.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I'm the District Woman Member of Parliament. I think as far as even the district is concerned in commercial production for our families, I think Ntukoraje so far makagitwi nentasia. Only that we have been trying kukorana government programs on improving the road infrastructure, the network, so that abashubuzi bije bashye abakuhinga bakaguza ebihingwa byabo bari hiyi. Konkentasia yitu really we are not doing so badly. We are trying our best in Kabanyibanda. Nkuku wachigamba ngukuwa norabo muri Ibanda wareba greater improvement, Your Excellency.
So we need more feeder roads.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Okay.
To reach out
thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, ekiraba ningamba nokugira ngu ehururu eiturumu NRM emaze mu mwanya nokureba ngo abantu bona abayinitaka bagira ibyokurya kandi bagira entasi. Icyo nambemo rero namba ya kabiri nkehanga tureke kuza aha buhingi no burisa bwonka tugire n'endije mihanda amakorero amahoteli za kampani z'abarambuzi za kampani zo kutwara abantu ezo ziriho muzireba za bodaboda ubwo muhanda nabwo tugutahizemo. Rero umuhanda wa kashatu n'umuhanda ugw'ibyoma bya karimagezi ibyizire umuntu naza kuzaho muri Ibanda ato company y'ababazi b'ebitabo. The ICT backbone, has it already got here? The ICT backbone, the ICT backbone. Not yet come. Okay. And what is the plan for the national one? Who knows the ICT?
Your Excellency, sir, IBANDA is meant to receive the backbone under the phase 5 of the ICT. It is within our sector.
So where does the underground cable end now? In Barara?
It's in Barara, Your Excellency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the Nibagira Ngawanyibanda bariko baretera ziriya za waya eziri hansi y'itaka eziri kutwara ibigambo na bwino aho naho mbere ekitubo cyaba kizire ekyo kutwara ibigambo hansi y'itaka ekyo nakyo nikibongera umuhanda umaso kugira mu entasiya aho umuntu naza kutandika kampani ya aha yabari kubara ibitabo abakweta ba accountants ninga auditors agira abana bakumanya kubara ibitabo baherize makeje baherize cyambogo baherize nkozi beje bazaha bakora indagano n'Abamerika kampani z'Abamerika bajye mu mutuhereze ibitabo byanyu tubabarire rero mutishashuri rero twaheza kubara umurimo twakora tugurabye umusumuza zahansi yitaka ubu bugega na what I'm telling them is what they call BPO, business processes outsourcing, where you can have a firm of accountants based in IBANDA here. Once the underground ICT backbone has got here, which is now like 50 miles away, then those accountants can be in contract with groups in Canada, companies in Canada or the US, where they audit the books of the Canadian companies, they do the bookkeeping, and they send the work through the internet, and they are paid here. It is called business process outsourcing. So atumariki kubagambira imabanya Uganda mureke twasimukire tusimukire kimwe ege mihanda yona ena tugikozese obuhingi n'oburisa n'obujubi oburukukora sente turebe buri muntu ori mu myogejo yagikora mu bwijwi amakorero amahangwa n'amake abo nabo bakwate ekirare cyabo nabo batutwere baturetere ntasi abaza kampani zo buhereza ezo kutwara abantu ez'amahoteli ez'abaroya ez'abashaho ezo nazo zikora umurimo za banka zikora nazo zona abakwe basa bazemu rero eyakana ni eyakana kongera hariziri eshatu ndege n'abaningamba eyo kukozesa ibyoma ebyakaramagizi ebizira hati igiyona n'imihanda etano n'imihanda ena ugwa katano n'ugwa emirimo ya gavumenti igiyeriho konka n'imiki. Now what is important as I conclude, you hear that now the factories and the service companies and the ICT companies have already created for us 2 million jobs. The whole of the public service is about 500,000 jobs. If you count all the teachers, all the soldiers, all the policemen, all the civil servants, they are not more than 500,000, both for the central government and the local government. So that means the jobs in the factories and in the service companies are now almost 4 times more than the public service jobs, and yet we are just beginning. So that shows you that we have got big potential in terms of solving our people's problems. Konkaro ekintu ekirikwenda ngu mbebuuzeho ekigambo ky'okushashuza abaana omu mashomero ga gavumenti. Nyowe nkangizire ngu abaana b'abanaku bashomere busha omu mashomero ga gavumenti. konkano bangira kubashika kuna hansi babaha musente ati nyebuza kandi umwana yatahire sente bambingo mu ishomero mbona aho nyebuza aho bwenge cyo nimukikiriza kikagumizamo tumaza kwefiriza umwana bambingo mu ishomero uri kugabano umwana yakona esente ni wana yede sente tiyazitunga mbwene icyo tugire sita nyine ngo minisita wa local government aje buze buri cyaro mu ngambere ufitara kwa attention ngeyi nyine ngo abana bashomere busha aba bana konga kuna hasi ni babashashuza bashobora gushoshora bababinga mbone muryo mbiko butashoma icyo tukigire stage icyo kikaremesa iki imo abombyaro ba chairperson LC chairperson oyibanda no kajwengeria okubiko butashoma no kwenje
Your Excellency, your policy eyabana baboro kushomera busha nenonji kandi as a district we try to implement it as per the guidelines konka ekizibu kirengo omashomeraga harimu ekitweta PTA, Parents Teachers Association nabasitama bonka abantu bagira ngo itwe konka tubona bamwe abakuba binamani bacyo bagira ngo itwe abana bitu nkishomero twatekaho umutemo gwingana gutiya burumuzire azishashure kandi bakinguza bakaza muri kiko rw'abazire wona kiba implemented. Your Excellency, that's the problem.
Achumwe nanga
sorry
omwana otabasa otakuzibasa
hati aho omwana atarukuzibasa tarukwikirizibwa kurga omuyishomero tarukwikirizibwa kurga omuyishomero konka. Your Excellency, no chimbanyangu district ni mpango kandi tuinemu nana bahe teachers abemchwe mibi abakukikora bweshereke konkito twachimanya as district administration ogonto mufubira konka bariyo abakubinga abana ngwabo kuba bayanga kushashura
mwana tikintu ekyo abo karunye cyakugamba ngo bariya esente ziba kubayihamu neza nyeyendere urukweyendera azihereza utari kubasa umwana ngo naguma nashoma hati mbene noshuta umwana nibambinga mbese umwana nibambinga bahenoha bahena Uganda abo twaza kusigala n'abantu batashomere mbone ekintu ekyo mureke tukimbikiremu tukirwanise mwahurira kale mwebare. Thank you so much. Nimbapulitya olunaku lwa NRM mukurikya olunaku. Congratulations on the 26th of January, 34th anniversary of the NRM victory. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellence, for the words of wisdom, which I cannot repeat. I cannot even afford to dilute. And the words of wisdom, and not only to Ugandans, but to the world over. Your Excellence, before I invite the Master of Ceremonies of the Chancery, I want to thank in a special way the son of the soil, but the name's Mr. Patrick Bitature. Mr. Patrick Bitature, where are you? Patrick, for contributing willingly, contributing a request that you go and shake hands with the President. I want to thank you for contributing willingly to this function. Your Excellence, Mr. Patrick Bitature gave us 20 million shillings yesterday. And Honorable Yabagambi also contributed willingly. He gave us 9 million shillings. Honorable Yabagambi, you can also go and shake H's hands. And my sister Kalisa Jovrin, she has moved up and down to ensure massive mobilization and other contributions. I want to thank you. I now want to invite the Master of Ceremonies of the Chancery to take us to another level. Thank you.
Your permission to carry on, Excellency. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, our distinguished guest, the former President of the Republic of Tanzania, all our leaders, civilian, military, spiritual, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On this occasion, when we celebrate the 34th anniversary of the National Resistance Movement Victory Day, the Chancery is honored to announce that His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, in accordance with the Constitution, as the Fountain of Honor, and in accordance with the National Honors and Awards Act 2001, has approved several individuals to be awarded various honors. The first category is going to be the Golden Jubilee Medal for civilians. As I read your name, please come and line up for the photograph opportunity with the President. Mr. Patrick Bitature of IBANDA, Mr. Kahosia Rutebuka of IBANDA, Haj Abbas Sande Mutesasira of Kamwenge, Mr. Godfrey Byamukama of Kamwenge, Mr. Mwesige Francis of Kamwenge, Mr. Rajesh Chaplot, representatives of the late Kamali Dishon of Jinja, Sister Peligia Kobusinje of Buheju, Butakara Ednas of Umbarara, Kanyankore Eliezer Mitoma, Reverend Gideon Byamujisha of Church of Uganda, Dr. Sezi Charles, Monsignor Reverend Father Barugahari John of Fort Portal, representatives of the late Njunechi Gashom Wamitoma, representative of the late Christopher Levy Mubyazarwa of Mukono, Koplo Hannington Agaba, Uganda Wildlife Authority. Excellency, the next category is Narubare Medal. This is awarded to civilians. First off is Asimwe Joram of IBANDA. Asimwe Joram of IBANDA. Edith Joy Basheja of IBANDA. Mulinde Deus Dedit of IBANDA. A representative of the late Bariake Juka Peter of IBANDA, Kabigumbira Joseph of IBANDA, Serapio Karashani of IBANDA, Muze Rusimwa Nzogeire Felix of IBANDA, Ntarwete Frazi of IBANDA, Rwandeche Michael of IBANDA, Rwandeche Michael of IBANDA, Musinguzi Gideon Bishanga of IBANDA, Variremwa Floriano of IBANDA, Tivererwa Lucia Karisa of IBANDA, Karyejira Remigio of IBANDA, Kazora John Baptist Rwakanengere of IBANDA, Kibeherere Michael of IBANDA, Reverend Tom Njirenta of IBANDA, Mr. Eric B. Rwahuire of Kamwenge, Haji Ismaili Sengoba Jr. of Wakiso, Makumbi Robert of Mpigi, Professor Felix B. Bareva of Kamwenge, Miss Vasta Tumshare Chakabale of Wakiso, representative of the late Julius Bwenje of Kamwenge, Miss Regina Karijirwa of Kamwenge, Engineer Jesse Sabiti of Masindi, Mr. Mawanda Joseph of Masindi, Nsamba Hassan from Isinjiro, representative of the late Dodovico Kasvante of Chankwanzi, Bishop Bamuchwanira Edward of Kamwenge, Haji Mutesasira Abbas of Kamwenge, Twesije Ben of Kamwenge, Chalimpa Paul of Chibare, the representative of the late Busurwa Yekoyada of Gomba, the representative of the late Edward Kato of Gomba, Ignatius Bilmumesho of Ibanda, and last on that category is Myers Sesanga of Ibanda, Naruvade Meadow category.
Tuned into UBC TV. Thank you so much for keeping it with us. We are still coming to you live from IBANDA Municipality, Kagongo Division in IBANDA District, where we're giving you a live coverage. Of this year's 26th January, the NRM Liberation Day anniversary, the 34th of its kind. My name is Michael Jordan Lukoma, part of the big team this side, and this is what we are moving on with. At this point, His Excellency the President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is done with his speech for this year's event, and as you can see on your screen, he's awarding medals to different Ugandans who have served their country diligently in a special way in a number of various fields. We have seen medical doctors, we have seen senior army officers, police officers, prisons officers who have received medals in different categories. We have seen people that have received the Nalubale medal, the Golden Jubilee medal, and others that will receive other categories. The Nalubale medal had Patrick Bitature, Kahosia Lutebuka, Abbas Sande Mutesa, Sira Godfrey Byomukama, and many others. The first batch had the first batch of the Golden Jubilee medal that has been given to civilians has been given to 17 people, and the second batch of Nalubale medals that have been awarded to civilian Ugandans have been 20, has been awarded to 35 people. Nalubale medal, civilians that have received the Nalubale medal, 35. Then there is one person, a UPDF officer, Esau Ntaratambi, who has received the Luero Triangle medal. Then another batch of 9 people have received the Luero Triangle medal, and these are all UPDF officers. We are here at IBANDA, at the playground of the St. George's Core Primary Teachers College, where the event is being held this year, and we have a number of guests, including the President Emeritus of the Republic of Tanzania, President Jakaya Kikwete. He's here with us as the special guest of the day, invited by His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. President Jakaya Kikwete served as President of the Republic of Tanzania from the year 2005 to 2015. Those are 10 years, and he was the President of that Republic of Tanzania. But before that, he was the Minister for Foreign Affairs. He was the Minister for Foreign Affairs, still in the Republic of Tanzania, serving from the year 1995 to 2005, when he was elevated and elected to be president.
Lieutenant Colonel Rashid Matovu. Lieutenant Colonel Charles Ouma. Lieutenant Colonel Charles Odong. Lieutenant Colonel Edward Varia, Lance Corporal Namara Sharon, and Lance Corporal Kusemererwa Florence. Golden Jubilee Medal. The next category, Your Excellency, is police officers that have been awarded the Golden Jubilee Medal. Senior Commissioner of Police Kali Fadili, step forward. Senior Commissioner of Police Tanui Stephen. Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police Mohammed Hassan, a representative of the late Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police Mohammed Hassan. Commissioner of Police Kafero Moses Kabugo, Commissioner of Police Amoru Martin, Commissioner of Police Halango Timothy Osric, Commissioner of Police Irungu Alfred Moses, Assistant Commissioner of Police Muheirwe Emmanuel, Senior Superintendent of Police Festus Zakaria Wawuyo, a representative of the late Senior Superintendent of Police Festus Zakaria Wawuyo, Superintendent of Police Okecho Isaac, Inspector of Police Mugerwa John Bosco, retired number 14760, Constable Driver Musakulu John William, Mr. Ochaya Andrew, and last but not least, Miss Betty Nansubuga. Police category Golden Jubilee Medal. Excellency the President, the next category is prisons officers to be awarded the Golden Jubilee Medal. Mr. Patrick Sande Kanyonyi, Senior Superintendent of Prisons, step forward. Mr. Festo Sambia, Senior Superintendent of Prisons. Mr. Alex Mukola Oloka, Senior Superintendent of Prisons. Mr. Jacob Chivumbi, Senior Superintendent of Prisons. Mr. Eli Edison K. Tumuramie, Senior Superintendent of Prisons. Mr. Francis Xavier Elubu, Superintendent of Prisons. Mr. Michael Thompson Obini, Superintendent of Prisons. Mr. Shem Luanga, Superintendent of Prisons. Mr. Walter Ogaba, Assistant Superintendent of Prisons. And last in that category, but not least, is number 3001, Chief Wardress, Florence Drichiru. Chief Wardress, Florence Drichiru. The next category, Mr. President, is police officers to be awarded honorary medals. Mr. Tusime Rajab Atenyi and Mr. Ruggiero Innocent. Those are the category of honorary medals. Step forward, please. And then last category, Mr. President, to be awarded long service silver medal for police officers. It is the following beneficiaries. Sergeant Nasimbwa Florence, step forward. Deputy Assistant Inspector of Police Guma James, Assistant Inspector of Police Arina Itwe Robert, Assistant Inspector of Police Takua Hadija, Sergeant Muhereza Johnson, Sergeant Odongo James, Sergeant Mutoro Zaina, and Assistant Superintendent of Police Chemonges Jackson.
Senior police officers and senior UPDF officers, then senior Uganda prisons warders and officers that have been awarded medals for the service they gave diligently to their beautiful country, Mother Uganda, in their respective capacities, in their respective positions, at their different ranks, to recognize them for their services. There you can see His Excellency the President shaking hands with the police officers that have been awarded today with different medals. Smart in black. I find the police black attire so beautiful. I find them the smartest forces when dressed in their ceremonial attires. The black attire blended with white looks so beautiful. That's my personal opinion. I don't know what you see. You also look at your screen and compare the UPDF, the Uganda prisons, and the police and see. You will have a different opinion or even agree with me. But now they have had a number of officers awarded. That is the police. We have seen two phases of police officers that have received. We have seen that group, the last one had eight officers that have been awarded with the long service silver medal of the silver medal on the NRM Victory Day celebrations. They've been awarded with the long service silver medal. There are 8 officers. Then we saw others that received more medals, still from the police, and that marks the end of the awarding of the medals today here at IBANDA, St. George's Core Primary Teachers College. Yes. Let's have a taste of the beautiful sounds of police, prisons, and the UPDF band.
Thank you so much, General Ivan Coretta, for taking us through the medal award ceremony. Your Excellence, I want to thank you for successfully performing the medal award ceremony, and I request, with your permission, that you allow only 3 groups to entertain you with your guests. In the first group will be Chibabula Girls SS. That will be followed by IBANDA Demonstration Primary School. If IBANDA is ready, IBANDA, since you're the host, let IBANDA come first, since the host. IBANDA Demo Primary School, the host. Do it as quickly as possible. After Chibabula Girls, we shall have Only God Can.
Bagenzi bitu banywani banyamahanga, bagenzi bitu banywani banyamahanga, abagenyi mwena barugo ushonda zona, omugeni mukuru ekitiinisa izoba nitutangira omumwanyi banda ekyatuleeta omugeni mukulu w'ekitiinisa izoba nitutangira omumwanyi banda ekyatuleeta imwe bantu ba Mukama n'okwakira abagenyi bitu tulina obuyimbo buli omu wena ayija ayekundire tukwatanise twena situngula ihanga litu ekyatuleeta imwe muhimbo Uliomwe naisha ayekundire Tupata msefena sikuli yangalaju Thank you.
You can all go to the president and have a photo with him. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ibanda Demo Primary School, for narrating the achievements of NRM. Tata bazukulu bo basobola okutegeera NRM byekoze demo muno. I now take the honor to invite Chibabula Girls as God. Chibabula Girls as God only can prepares. Chibabula Girls. Mzee, all these are Yobazukulu. And they are looking very smart and healthy because of the government programs, because of the vaccine. After the photo with the president, I now invite Chibabula Girls to give us your song.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go and have a photo with the president. Mzee Yobazukuru, thanking you so much for your able leadership that has seen Uganda to be what it is. I now invite Gordon Likan to perform your last. But before Gordon comes, UPDF, I want to inform you that UPDF is inviting all of you to Nakaseke district on the 6th of February for Tarehe Sita celebrations. Please be there. We shall be waiting for you. DJ, first wait for Chibubura girls to have a photo with the president. Then God only can perform their last. Your Excellency, this is a group of young people who are devoted to fighting poverty and encouraging other youth to get involved in income-generating activities. God only can.
Akaluga tumuwe pakalas, muzeyi afuge pakalas, tubene mirembe pakalas, mugwanga pakalas. Akaluga tumuwe pakalas, muzeyi afuge pakalas, tubene mirembe pakalas, mugwanga pakalas. Muzeyi yalina obuvumu, yalina omutima gw'eggwanga, yatulwanirira tukimanyi fenna. Uganda yali mu kinnya ekiwanvu nga tewayayamba, bw'atyo n'assala amagezi ayiye atununule. Yalwana masajja kati wenjogerera tuseeyeeya. Akalulu katumuwe pakalas, muzeeyi afuge pakalas, tube n'emirembe pakalas, mu ggwanga pakalas. Akalulu katumuwe pakalas, muzeeyi afuge pakalas, tube n'emirembe pakalas, mu ggwanga pakalas. Teyafuga temumulaba aminira fuga, emukaaba naye Museveni teyajja. Twafuna eddembe enkyukakyuka weeri muzeeyi akoze, yaleeta emirembe tweyogerera. Enkulaakulana weeri Uganda ekuze. Abamu beerabira mangu nti baagala kyenji, beerabidde byakoze bingi. Songa gw'olabyeko ye mwana muzeeyi obeewo. Akalulu katumuwe pakalas, muzeeyi afuge pakalas, tube n'emirembe pakalas, mu ggwanga pakalas. Akalulu katumuwe pakalas, muzeeyi afuge pakalas, tube n'emirembe pakalas, mu ggwanga pakalas. Tetujja kukowa, twagala mirembe, enkulaakulana kikulu nnyo. Uganda tetwerabira with you on 7 your sweetie, NRM sweetie, advancement sweetie, achievement sweetie, and the people are saying they fell in love with you. You don't own yourself, Kabuta, you belong to Ugandans. Mosei, you're not for sale. You are water of the nation. Mosei, Akalulu Gatumwe, Bakalas, Mosei, Afuge, Bakalas, Rubene Minembe, Bakalas, Mwanga, Bakalas, Akalulu Gatumwe, Bakalas, Mosei, Afuge, Bakalas, Rubene Minembe, Bakalas, Mwanga, Bakalas, Akalulu Gatumwe, Bakalas, Mosei, Afuge, Bakalas, Rubene Minembe, Bakalas, Mwanga, Bakalas, Akalulu Gatumwe, Bakalas, Mosei, Afuge, Bakalas, Rubene Minembe, Bakalas, Mwanga, Bakalas.
Mzee Yobazukula requesting for a photo with you. Mugende wa mzee mufune ekifaananyi naye mwebale nnyo. Taata abazzukulu bagamba nti akalulu bakakuwa paka last. Mwebale nnyo, God only can. Mwebalire ddala nga mugenda mu kifaananyi. I want to thank in a special way Staff Office of the President for the work well done. I want to thank the parade for the work well done. I want to thank the band for the work well done. When God only can, done with a photo with H, the President, then I will invite the band to take us through the last bit of this function. And we shall all stand and sing the national anthems in a reverse order, but the band will lead us. I want also to thank all the VVIPs for honoring this occasion. Njagala okwebaza abe IBANDA okukkiriza omukolo guno okubeera mu district yammwe. Bandi nga temunaba, HE has something to say. Let us give him all what it takes to tell us what he wants to tell us.
Rwahoire arinkai rwahoire ainiya nangambira arinkai rwahoire
Rwahoire mzee amita
nobo iroko zari amzindaro tukabwa nogamba.
Thank you, Your Excellency, to allow me and express my, let me call it, my unhappiness. There have been a report around, I have a report iwatunga kurugira hali abana, abakubingwa isomero. I wanted to remind you, Your Excellency, that when we were in struggle, we are using 2 words, open criticism and chain of command. Our government, abalemi bawe rundi abakozi abamu obutahondera open criticism na chain of command. That's why things are failing. Ekintu ky'abaana b'amasomero wakakibaza in so many rallies, but nothing has been done. Now this time, Your Excellency, we civilian veterans, you give us power, how we can report those teachers abakubinga abana mu isomero. It is a request. As we are in the bush and we are already old enough, we are not fearing anything except to develop the country. Titukucha kuikiriza abantu abakuzenda kutubonesa tukafwerwa abantu baitu kati tukuzire abana baitu abakubere bagaruka mu bikaro byaitu, they are not going to school and yet you gave them UPE. Okay? Then the last word is, Your Excellency, by civilian war veterans.
Obwakaiso no hawakaiso buha.
Obwakaiso ni nkusaba tuwe powers nuko tugende abegesa barukubinga abana tuba reporting direct to your offices. We know how to report.
Kale esumu yawe ija ihereza muntu wange hano.
Esumu yange?
Esumu yawe ija hano.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Then kanti na marai na akantu kandi akabaze aba civilian war veterans akasimo kabo tubarukatunga kurunyi. Some people are going to die. Already some have died. Hata akasimo kabahaka, if people are dying and living away their money. So now ni kusaba wetu, Your Excellency, aba civilian war veterans bamale akasimo kabo, especially the aged people. Abantu abato, that's what abana batarakozere mulimu. Nuba abambatu wekerwa amabara mu ofisi yawe. Chonka itu abakuru aptuna tukatungaka kasimu. Thank you, Your Excellency. Nakandike namba yao yesimu.
Ija bahandike simu yao. Ija hano. Ato kumushaija nagira ngo abembezi oko hansi nibanyantagangwaho torko bahabura ngo bahurira iroko nanga namurondo andika simu ya uyu mutu. Ogumushaija nagira ngo what he was saying was that when we were fighting, we used the method of open criticism and following chain of command. That's what he was saying. But chain of command had always to go with the frank criticism, not sitting on problems. And he's saying now the problem is that problems are there, but they are not talked about frankly. That's what he told me. That's why I called him and I will follow it up.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Band, get ready when Mzee gets to his seat to take us through the last bit of this function. We shall all stand to singing the anthems in a reverse order.
Mheshimiwa Rais, wewe ndio mwisho wa gwaride. Naomba toa bendera uwanjani, Mheshimiwa Rais.
What you're witnessing is that the parade commander has asked for permission to march off the colors, and the permission has been granted by the President. You can resume your seat. We are witnessing marching off the colors.
Thank you so much for watching UBC TV. We now move towards the end of the event. What you're witnessing on your screen, it's that activity or ceremony of marching off the national colors. Yes, the color parties, that unit that keeps them at the parade, is now packing them to take them back where they have to be kept. As far as I'm informed, those two vans you see waiting for the colors only stop where those colors are kept. They are being saluted off to the vans, and those vans will set off right away. Even if it's 1,000,000 kilometers, they do not stop on the road. They cannot risk any minute of those colors on the road anywhere. Yes, they're marching off the colors. Those are the national colors being marched off the parade and being taken back where they have to be. Yes. And those seats, the stopover. Yes, now we'll have the parade commander handing over, and he will march off the parade. Then next will be the parade disembarking the venue. Yes, there he goes, handing over to his tricee. A tricee in our normal language, in our ordinary language, is somebody who would be the deputy. He's now taking over. Yes, the parade commander comes to salute His Excellency the President, the Commander-in-Chief, and he will take leave of the parade. Yes. Meanwhile, the journey for the colors starts.
The parade commander, Colonel J.K. Chigozi, has handed over to the parade. Colonel Chigozi, thank you so much for the work well done.
country, and they are marching off now. I may not interpret or translate the words of the commander, who has now taken over from the commander, Kano Chigozi, but at least I'm so sure that he is now leading them off the venue. Yes, we thank you so much for watching UBC TV. Gwe atulaba ku Star TV, emikolo gy'olabye egisoose gibadde gya kujja bendera za ggwanga mu kifo wano awali emikolo. Bendera ezo okusinziira ku nga bwe mmanyi, oluzitikkaawo emmotoka eddamu kuyimirira we zibeera mu kifo we zibeera. Era atanywedde mazzi ku bagenda nazo yamanyi, naye eddamu kuyimirira we zibeera. So omukolo ogwo gwa mukolo mulamba. Tuzzeeko kulaba kamanda wa parade ng'annyuka emirimu gye, parade ng'agikwasa abadde amumyuka era nga yabakulembera kati okubeera nti bavaawo. Omukolo gubadde gw'amaanyi nnyo wano e IBANDA ku ttendekero ly'abasomesa ba primary wano e IBANDA. Tukwebaza nnyo okubeera nti obadde okyatulaba. Kasooke tulabe parade ng'evaawo nga bwe tukyanyumirwa.
I also want to thank my co-MC, Madame Alice Mwanguzi, for the work well done. I want also to thank Brigadier General Richard Karemiri for the work well done.
Your Excellency, I want to thank you very, very much for everything
here in Uganda. I want to thank all the VIPs who have turned up in big numbers for gracing this occasion. I want to thank the Secretary Office of the President for ably chairing the National Organizing Committee. I want to thank the District Organizing Committee for the work well done, and I want to thank everybody for turning up in big numbers to grace the occasion. Your Excellency, my name is Sambayo Muwala Okuva Eruuka, and I've been the master of ceremony for this function, and I'm the Minister in charge of the President. I want to thank you all for turning up in big numbers, and may the good Lord grant you journey mercies as you go back to your home. Thank you so much. come to the end of our function. I want to thank you, the band, for taking us the last bit of our function. Thank you so much. I want to tell you that departure is in reverse order. First allow the President and his guests to leave, and then we shall follow the order. Thank you.
Watching UBC TV, thank you so much for keeping it with us. We are still coming to you live from IBANDA at St. George's Core Primary Teachers College, where we have been giving you a live coverage of this year's National Liberations Day, January 26th, the day we celebrate every year annually. At this point, we are witnessing the departure of His Excellency the President and other dignitaries, including the special guest of the day, who has been none other than His Excellency the President Emeritus of the Republic of Tanzania, President Jakaya Kikwete. Like I was telling you, he's not a simple man. He served as Minister for Foreign Affairs in the Tanzanian government, 1995 to 2005, and in 2005 he was elected president of the same country. He retired just in 2015, handing over to President Magufuli, the current president, and he's one of the respected men in this region of the Eastern Africa. He has been the special guest of the day. As you can see, he's departing together with his host, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Yes. So we had speeches from different dignitaries, but mainly we had a special greeting from President Kikwete, and then His Excellency took over and he emphasized, the President emphasized again, just as usual, commercial agriculture as the only way that will see us get out of poverty. To you watching UBC TV, the President has emphasized commercial agriculture as the only way that will take you out of poverty. This is the presidential convoy just behind me, taking away the two, President Kikwete, former President of Tanzania, and President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, current President of Uganda. Yes, so as well, he emphasized commercial agriculture as the only way that will take us out of poverty. But again, he talked about other things like emphasis on security, emphasis on education, parents knowing their duty, teachers to stop chasing people out of school, especially UPE schools, because of a little coins that they come up with, which he says that breaks the law and it infringes on the real design of the program of universal primary and secondary education as it was formulated. Yes, we had a number of people speak here, but mainly those were the two big speeches of the day. President Kikwete on the other side thanked President Museveni for mentoring him and many other presidents and leaders in the region. He says he first heard of the name Yoweri Museveni during his high school days, not until he got to hear of the big name and what the great things that the name was attached to. Yes. Now, this day we celebrate veterans and fight for freedom. I have a very good friend here. When you talk about fighting for freedom, his name is among those big ones you can't avoid talking about or talking to. His name is General Eli Tumwine, the Minister for Security. General, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Yes.
I will not take much of your time.
Yes.
This day's sense to a Ugandan ordinary like me, not you.
Well, 34th anniversary of victory of the National Resistance, Army National Resistance Movement is a very good day of accountability, of success, of victory, of progress of unity, of peace, of education, of improvement day after day after day after day. And knowing that whoever sacrificed, whoever died, whoever shed blood, whoever put in his sweat was not in vain. It was for creating a new, better and future generation that we have like you.
Okay.
And I am proud of the young generation, our NRM generation, who have now lived to enjoy this time and this peace up to now.
Okay.
And I congratulate them.
Now, General, what are those things do we build on and what do we look at? What are those things that we build on and we look at, pride in and have to add on as we celebrate the 34 years?
We really pride in the peace, we pride in the freedom, we pride in the motivation our leaders do, we pride in the continuous education of our president and all our leaders, we pride in really the ability to access such a knowledge, the ability to practice it, the ability to experiment, and the continuous progress, steady, sure progress. That should make us very proud and see that we have a generation that has enjoyed a wonderful period of their life.
What do we have to do with challenges like poverty, the diseases that attack us, and things like that? As we enjoy the peace, how do we erode these other big challenges?
Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves.
At an individual
Prepare
level?
yourselves at an individual level, at a family level, at a village level, at a community level, at a regional level, at a district level, at a national level. Prepare yourself, think, plan, implement, and use the opportunity, the word opportunity. We have a wonderful opportunity of our country. We have a wonderful opportunity of sharing knowledge. We have a wonderful opportunity of peace. We have a wonderful opportunity of our country having natural resources. We have a wonderful opportunity of the 4 sectors the president is talking about. Young people, take advantage of it. Young people, use this opportunity to do your best. The future is brighter and better.
Insecurity is among the core factors as you people went to the bush.
That is a continuous...
Here we are lucky to have you, the Minister for Security. How would you describe our current security status as a country? The sector in which is in your hands?
Every function, every function, every party after party everywhere.
Yes.
End is in peace, end is in comfort, end is in... People are doing what they are supposed to do and they are doing it in peace. So we are only saying, please encourage and let it starts with every person. Security is everyone's role. Look out for the negative things, stop the evil people, and stop the negativity. Have a positive attitude. Be grateful for what we have achieved, which will determine your attitude, and your attitude will determine your attitude.
Okay.
The future is better, and the future belongs to the organized and disciplined. Be organized, be disciplined, follow what the president is saying, and enjoy your future.
Thank you so much, General.
Thank you.
That is General Eli Tumwine. He is the Minister for Security. He says it starts with us and it ends with us. Gwe abadde atulaba ku Star TV mbadde njogera ne Minister w'obutebenkevu General Eli Tumwine agambye nti buli kyonna ekitwetaagisa kitandikira ku ffe kabube bwavu kakibe ki n'olw'ensonga eyo tandika nakyo mu makaago. Tubadde wano ku St George's Core Primary Teachers Training Institute, tendekero ly'abasomesa wano mu IBANDA, mu Town Council Municipality in fact ye IBANDA, Division eye Kagongo, District ye IBANDA. Mukolo gwa kujaguza lunaku lwa menu ga Uganda olwaliwo mu 1986. Nze ne bannange bwe twazaliwa omwaka ogwo n'olunaku luno gye myaka 34 leero. N'olw'ensonga egyo twadde tujaguza wano era nga omugenyi omukulu abadde President w'eggwanga lino Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ne munne mukwano gwe muganda we President Jakaya Kikwete eyawummulwa President Tanzania yabadde omugenyi ow'enjawulo era ng'abadde surprise guest wano. President Kikwete yebaza President Museveni okulungamya abakulembeze abalala ne ba President ab'enjawulo mu tundu lya Africa ne lya East Africa ne Africa okutwaliza awamu era n'asaba bannayuganda tukuume emirembe gye tulina. President Museveni anyikiza obulimi obuvaamu ensimbi, n'annyikiza okwongera okulaba nti tukulaakulanira wamu nga kitandikira ku ggwe. Omukolo bwe gutyo bwe gutambudde era tuli mu kuvaawo. To you watching UBC TV, we thank you so much for watching and following all our productions. This is what we had for you today in Ibanda. May the good Lord continue blessing you. I thank my cameraman, the whole team here, my producers, engineers. Back to Broadcast House. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomwa. Bye-bye for now.
the Executive Chairman, the Chief Executive Officer, Management and staff of Kira Motors Corporation wish to congratulate His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and all citizens of Uganda on this auspicious occasion of marking 34 years of Uganda's liberation by NRM. Kira Motors Corporation remains committed to building a better Uganda through automotive technology. Long live President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Long live Kira Motors Corporation. Long live the people of the Republic of Uganda.
The Board of Directors, Management and Staff of the Uganda Civil Aviation Authority congratulate the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Cabinet, members of Parliament and all Ugandans on this occasion to mark the 34th NRM Liberation Anniversary. The conducive environment ushered in by the government has enabled the aviation industry in Uganda to register a significant increase in passengers in and out of Entebbe International Airport from 118,000 in 1991 to 1,996,923 at the turn of 2019. We reiterate commitment to promote the highest standards of safety, security, and service in civil aviation. Safety, safety, and safety.
The Board of Directors, Management and Staff of Uganda Electricity Transmission Company Limited, UETCL, congratulate His Excellency the President, Cabinet Ministers, Honorable Members of Parliament, officers and men of the UPDF on this occasion to mark the 34th National Resistance Movement Liberation Day. In order to meet the government's 2020 vision and National Development Plan 2015-2020, which aim to meet the energy needs of Uganda's population for socio-economic development, UETCL is implementing grid expansion and power evacuation projects to improve on reliability of power across the country, which include the Karuma Interconnection Project and the Grid Expansion and Reinforcement Project. Long live Your Excellency. Long live Uganda.
The Board, Management and Staff of Uganda Cancer Institute congratulate His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Cabinet, Parliament, Judiciary, the Armed Forces and the people of Uganda upon the auspicious occasion marking the 34th NRM Liberation Day. Uganda Cancer Institute mission is provision of state-of-the-art cancer care and prevention by advancing knowledge, fostering the use of research as a resource in training and professional development. Long live Uganda Cancer Institute, long live Uganda.
The Uganda Investment Authority's UIA Board of Directors, Management and Staff congratulate His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Cabinet, Parliament, Judiciary, the Armed Forces and the people of Uganda on the auspicious occasion of the 34th NRM Liberation Day. Uganda Investment Authority is driving Uganda's industrialization, including developing 22 industrial and business parks, 5 science and innovation parks, and supporting development of private industrial parks, which is creating quality jobs, boosting import substitution, increasing exports and economic growth for Uganda since 1991.
Up next on UBC, brought to you by Today is Your Day. Airtel Money, with you always.
Hi, I'm DJ Drogba. On average, almost 250,000 people die on the road in Africa each year. As a proud African, this breaks my heart knowing that so many deaths could have been avoided. So when you're on the road, numbers don't lie. Seatbelts save lives. Drivers and passengers must always wear a seatbelt. Passengers who don't wear seatbelts are a danger to themselves and others. In a crash, they can be thrown around the car, causing serious injury. Ensure children are safely fastened in car seats suitable for the size and weight. and keep small children out of the front seat. So when you're on the road, follow these safe steps and help save lives. We all have a role to play in road safety. Together, let's make Africa's road safer.
Happy New Year. I can